Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from sweetstamper.com, and I'm excited to share with you tonight my virtual card class using all Sale-a-Bration items. I have lots of fun creativity for you, and while I'm waiting for you to kind of find me, I'm just going to, where will I start? I think we'll start with a little bit of owl inspiration. So I'm going to start with a little bit of inspiration while people are gathering. This is my host code because this is a virtual card class I'm doing with you tonight. And that means that if you would like the card kits for my cards, then you can place an order with this host code and you will get those card kits in the mail for free. So we will talk about that some more, but let me just make sure that we are all, everything is firing and we are all syncing in the right Facebook page. Ah, yes, I am live now. I am showing up. So this is good. We are off to a good start. With Facebook, there's a little bit of a lag, a few seconds. So even when I'm saying something, there's a few seconds lag before it shows up. So I'll wait for just a couple of minutes for people to find me. That is usually the way this goes. So I have 7 o'clock every Thursday night. Rain or shine, even when I'm international, I even manage to do Facebook Live from the north of England in January on my travels. So, you know what? It's not showing me. Oh, yay. Okay, Kim is here. Hey, thank you for sharing. I will tell you, ladies, I am super behind on my drawings. And everything is ready to be mailed. I just have to stop and take a little bit of time to go through the shares and do the drawings. So I will catch up. There will be a drawing for a free item from this card class as well. So this is a virtual card class. If you share this video, every time I do a Facebook Live, if you share, you will go into the drawing for that particular event, as it were, online event. So when I was with you last Thursday, we made this sweet little Valentine card. And having said it's a Valentine card, you could easily, the owl is so versatile. These words actually came from the Country Lane stamp set. So you could change that out to happy birthday or, you know, you're so sweet, all kinds of things that you could do there. So I wanted to show you, I was playing with the owl and I made this last night. I don't even have a greeting on it yet, but I think I'm going to put this one up on my blog. I do love the black, gray, and white with that little bit of Tahitian tide. I thought that was just, I don't know, I really liked the colors. I thought that just came out super, super nice. Very happy with that. This was actually my card class in person here in San Antonio at the end of December. So this was a little bit of a sneak peek, again with the owl. And this greeting is from the actual stamp set. This is a swap card from one of my team members. This is from Yvonne, and I just thought it was so, so cute. Love the way she made this little heart balloon. I need to get back into camera range. And I don't know if it probably doesn't show up on camera, but the owl actually is totally colored in with Wink of Stella. And there's just a little outline of Wink of Stella on that heart balloon. So super, super cute. And then this is another swap card. And this one, again, I don't have the name of the person who created this. I think this is super cute. And I love what she did here because just the white of the owl has Wink of Stella. The rest of him does not. And I just thought he's so cute. He actually, with him being blue like that, he almost looks like a bluebird. But anyway, I know he's an owl. So let's move forward. I did want to share with you before I start stamping with you that I've been working and creating with this. This is the Memories and More, Enjoy the Adventure. And my team meeting in February, I do a Zoom team meeting, but we have optional card packets if they want to get the packets for that month. So they get everybody gets on the team gets a free PDF tutorial for the meeting projects. And if they want, they can get a packet. So the packet this time is actually going to give them a half a packet of this, because you get 2 of everything in here. So that means I could evenly give them a half packet of these cute little 4x3 cards, the 4x6 cards, and 2 pages of the sticker sheet. So this actually, one of my team members said, so which stamp set do we need for these projects? And I said, this is actually a no stamping set. And my team members get a rock bottom price for their packets each month, $10 shipped in the mail to them. So they're gonna make these beautiful, beautiful cards. And these are all, again, this is no stamping. This is using the Memories and More. Now we've dressed them up with some designer paper, some extra layers, some die cuts and things. But, and the ribbon, this is that new balmy blue variegated ribbon. It is super, super pretty. So there's actually 7 cards this month, and which is a lot more than typical. Usually we're, kind of 4 to 6, but it's just the way it ran this month. So is it 6 or, yeah, it's 6. So anyway, I think you should really consider the starter kit special that's going on right now. Join my team. Hey Sylvia, I'm glad you've joined us as well. You're under no obligation when you purchase that starter kit. You automatically stay active until the end of June. When you purchase the starter kit right now, you get so much free. It's just like, it's a no-brainer. If you love Stampin' Up! Products, it's a no-brainer. So anyway, I just wanted to show you, this is my team packet for this month. And that is one of the perks of my team. Now, another perk of my team is they get all my PDF tutorials. So I'm gonna give you free tutorials tonight. But my team gets all the tutorials from all my paid classes from everything I do. So let's get on with some stamping for tonight. So what I'm going to share with you is actually the card class that I did here live in San Antonio. This is every month I do an in-person card class, and I'm going to share with you 4 of those 5 cards tonight. And because I did the owl last week already and showed you that one. So this time I'm going to feature In the Country. Love, love, love this stamp set. It's gorgeous. I mean, if you love beautiful artwork, this is a must-have. I had previously done these cards on Facebook Live. This one's super simple, kind of like a pen and ink drawing using the vellum designs from the annual catalog as a background. And here I did the same thing, but I used a different pattern of the vellum designs, and then I added some just really simple watercolor pencils. I mean, I did this in like 5 minutes. So I shared this one in January on Facebook Live. So I just wanted to give you some other ideas. So this is the one that we're going to do tonight. And again, you can earn these card kits for free. Hey Pam, I'm glad you've joined us. You can get these in the mail and with a $35 order using my host code. So if you bump your order up to $50, of course, you could earn one of these stamp sets I'm going to be showing you tonight. And you also will get an embellishment that I will pop into your card kit. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here, this is all Sale-a-Bration items. So let me show you what I mean. And I don't think I have a bone folder over here. Phooey. That means I have to stand up. Let me go get a bone folder real quick. So this is super simple. I love the classic look of this, and I love the color palette. So let me tell you kind of how I came up with this design. So this is, I wanted to use some of the designer series paper from Sale-a-Bration. This is one of the free packs you can get. It's a huge pack, and it's free with a $100 order. It's called Dandy Designs. I knew I wanted to go with a, this is a Some Days Are Harder Than Others. Hope Today is one of the easier ones. So I wanted this to be an encouragement card, and I wanted it to be an encouragement card for somebody going through maybe a rough time or maybe even having recently lost a loved one. One of the things I like to do after somebody has passed away and I've done sympathy card, I like to follow that up you know, a month or so later with something like this, because that's the reality of when we've lost a loved one, is the mourning continues. So I knew I wanted to go with this piece of paper because I wanted to brighten it. I didn't want it to be too dark and dreary. So I wanted to brighten it up, and I thought this subtle pattern on here, it's little, I guess those are hexagons, that subtle pattern on there I felt would be a perfect fit for just brightening up my basic gray, because everything else on here is gray, black, and white. So this is just a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Designer Series paper. Now I've taken a piece of basic white and run it through the deckled rectangles, which I think are a must-have. If you're looking for something to put on your order, deckled rectangles is a must-have. I'm going to use my basic gray because I don't want this image to be too dark. I actually wanted it to be a little bit softer. And whenever you're wanting to bring in something that's a little bit softer, basic gray is a perfect color for that. Now this is a large, very detailed stamp, so I'm going to come in this way to ink it up. That also helps me to not get ink all over the edges, at least not too much, because I'm a pretty heavy-handed stamper. So now I think I have enough ink on there, and I'm just going to bring this a little bit up to the top because I want to have room for my greeting right there across the bottom. So I mean, this is just classic stamp, ink, and paper card. I do have Designer Series paper under there. If you didn't have Designer Series paper, you could easily use, you know, just some cardstock. But I think that that is just exquisite. Of course, you could add, you know, some color. You could add watercolor pencils. You could do something like that, but I wanted to just keep it super simple. I am going to actually clean my stamp. I'm determined because I have to actually, we're having a late dinner tonight, so I'm going downstairs to cook after this, which means I'm going to tidy up as I go so that my space here is not a complete wreck when I finish. We had late lunch today, late breakfast, late lunch, so I figured, okay, late dinner. I was actually at the dentist before I was coming on tonight, so I thought, okay, we will just do Facebook Live and then we will eat afterwards. Okay, here we go. Quick jabbering candy. Okay, so what I'm gonna need here is dimensionals, and I think that's one more thing I forgot to replenish over here. Let me grab them. And of course I can't find any. Let's see, here's my little portable kit. Yay, it has some. So I'm going to use some regular dimensionals. And I love this stamp set because it's very gender neutral. You can use this for masculine, you can use it for feminine, you can use it real simple like this. You can make very artsy cards. So I've already got something in my head for the other image in this stamp set, the kind of, it kind of reminds me of ruins. I've got an idea, so that's kind of percolating. Now, this is going to go on the inside. Anytime I have a dark color cardstock, I want to put a white panel on the inside. Now, I'm done with the basic gray ink. I need a place to put my stuff. Here we go. And I'm going to then grab my basic black, because when I stamp on here my words, I'm going to do them in black. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate your kind words. So the inside greeting is, hope today is one of the easier ones. So let's just do that right about there. I'm not going to be too fussed about, that's a little bit downhill. So let's try again and see if we can get it. I will say one of the things I like to do with inside greetings is just put them into a punch and I don't have to worry. I've got a little bit of a halo. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I will say I have a sanding eraser. And this will oftentimes, although that's pretty dark black, This will oftentimes lift that. Let's see. I end up with eraser goobers everywhere here. Oh, look at there, it's lifting it. So sanding eraser for the win. Really, this works on white. It doesn't work very well on colored cardstock. So that definitely kind of saved that, because I already know who I'm sending this to, and I didn't really want to have, I didn't want to have to redo that. Okay, here we go. Let's pop this on the inside, Candy. You need to get with it and go a little faster here, because this is the really, really quick and easy card. Okay. So here is my little strip of basic grade cardstock, and I am going to put "Some days are harder than others." Now you could just leave this the way it is, or I'm going to bring in this little, I like this little punch. I think it's called like Lovely Labels Pick a Punch, something like that. And it can be a little bit challenging. Some people have trouble with it. But I find, and I much prefer this one to this one. I don't use this one very much, but I like this one a lot. What I like to do is just turn it upside down, feed this in here, and then you can line it up perfectly and snap. And see how that gives just that nice little finish. It gives a nice little finished edge. And it's actually softer than a flag, which I'm going to use on like my next card, or well, another one that I'm going to do. So let me put that punch away. Now I am actually going to pop this up on dimensionals as well, right here. This is on dimensionals. I'm going to put this on dimensionals as well. And I think, let's see, I have a couple of these black dimensionals, so that really just kind of blends in when you open the card. You can't even see that. And I'm just going to center that right down there with a little bit of white. And then I'm going to come in with these milky dots. These milky dots are amazing. I'm using these on my monthly card class this month. This is for my cards with a twist. I really, really like them. So I'm going to grab one of these white ones, and I'm just going to put that right there. Just a little bit of subtle detail. Just a little bit of shine. Now on my original, I have a larger one. I think they both look good. So card number one done and dusted. That is In the Country Caring card. So there's number one. Now we are going to clean these little guys here and put them away so that I don't get too mixed up. Remember, you can get these card kits. Everything is cut and ready for you to just stamp and assemble with a $35 order using my host code. So that's why I have this bright pink piece of paper. I also have the host code in the title, or maybe in the description, something, I don't know. I filled it out when I was getting ready to go live tonight. So I am going to use the stamp set on another card. So I'm going to leave this out, but I'm going to put these away. Okay, let's do some flowers, because this is already out, and I'm going to use this next. So what I'm using next is Beautifully Happy. Now this stamp set is free with a $100 order. Look at how many stamps. I mean, you've got 2 full layers of stamps, and you've got inside and outside, all kinds of prettiness. Lots of versatility. Let me show you a couple of things for inspiration. Here is one that is just stamps, ink, and paper. You know, we got designer paper here and some little flash jewels, but other than that, it's really simple. This one uses that same designer paper. This is the other side of the one I just used. And this paper is also, it's free with a $100 order. And this is another piece of that same paper. And there is the large flower. I'm going to use the small flower tonight. and I will show you what we are going to make. So this is where we're going to go tonight. I'm going to do a little bit different because I'm going to use my milky dots again. I used my black matte dots here, but I'm going to use the milky dots. Now, this is what I do in my card class. Because we pass the baskets around, I wanted them to know that they were going to stamp the flower first, then we're going to add the color with Tahitian Tide, and then we're going to, oh, I didn't mount that, the buds. I forgot to put the buds on a block, so we'll need to get the buds out. Let's see, where are, maybe that's, oh, here they are. Okay, so I'm going to need those little guys. Let's put them right there for now. Okay. I love, love, love Tahitian Tide and Pacific Point together. They are just a gorgeous, gorgeous color combination. And we are going to stamp this little square with this guy right here. Now, I really like this small flower. Truth be told, there's the really large flower is gorgeous. I mean, it's a little bit, it can be a little bit much. Depends on what you're doing. So I wanted to do something kind of small and a little bit more, I guess maybe a little bit more informal. I think that large flower kind of lends itself to a more formal card. And I wanted to go with, what do you call it? Pacific Point. Always to me seems just a bright, happy, fun color. It doesn't seem like a formal color. So that was kind of where I wanted to start. I actually see there's several stamps I did not mount. So while I have my black ink out and while that is drying just a wee bit, we're going to take our greeting, and this is the way your card kit comes. It has all the pieces cut and ready for you to stamp and assemble. So all of these die cuts here are from the Stylish Shapes, which is an absolute must-have. Oh, that's not the stamp I wanted. Okay, that is what I get for not looking closely. Okay, let's clean this one. Although I could put that on the inside. Let's see, since I've already used this one, let's put this stamp away and I will get another greeting. I wanted the one that says sending happy thoughts. I could put this on the inside for a very happy birthday. Let's see, here we go. Here we go. So let's just pop this little guy over here and let's find our greeting. It must be, yes. Nope. That's what happens when I'm reading them upside down. Where is sending happy thoughts? Oh, right here, right in front of me. Okay, here we go. Try again, Candy. Sending happy thoughts. Okay, now I'm going to put this a little bit over to the right so that I have room for one of those pretty milky dots. They're just gorgeous. So that's done. I'm done with my black ink for now. And let's bring out the other fun colors. Sending happy thoughts I'm done with. Now I'm going to need this little speckle. I forgot the speckle. And I am going to use it. It's really pretty. And it's kind of a little background stamp. Where'd it go? Here, no, not that one. Well, oh, there it is. Gosh, I don't know why I can't see. Sometimes the photopolymer stamps are a little bit challenging to see. Okay, at least for these old eyes. Now, here we go. Let's fill in the flowers with the fill-in image. It's super easy to use. Really easy to line up. So again, I am using, this is Tahitian Tide, and then I'm going to come in with a little bit of, let me see, make sure I'm doing this. Yep. Live on camera. Oh, Jolene, you're here from freezing Minnesota. Well, I tell you what, we're having some cold weather here in Texas, but not like you. We are definitely below average for our neck of the woods. And lots of ice storms and snow in some parts of Texas. But we have had ice, but we have not had snow. They were predicting it, but we didn't get it. But yeah, Minnesota, that's just a different way of life that I can't even imagine. I've never lived somewhere that cold. I have one of my customers that's oftentimes on here with me live, lives in Alaska. And I mean, that's just like a totally different way of life. I can't even fathom that. Okay, I've got this little tiny guy here, kind of a big block, but we're going to use it anyway. And I'm going to come behind here and I'm going to kind of add some depth using Pacific Point. To me, it's like the darker version of Tahitian Tide. So we give just a little bit of some of these little guys. Aren't they pretty? I think they're so pretty. So, I mean, you could use that with a ton of different stamp sets. It reminds me a little bit of Gorgeous Grunge that we had so many years ago that we used the heck out of. All those fun little background splotches, little paint splotches. See, I did the buds with the darker because I thought that would kind of the way it is in real life, I guess. I mean, there are a few blue flowers in nature, not too many. I'm not trying to do super like accurate according to nature, but I did want to, usually the buds are darker, and I thought that would give a little bit of accent there. How am I doing on time? I'm doing good. It's only 7:29, and I'm doing 4 cards, so we are on near the end of the second card, so we're in good shape. Okay, let's put these away. So I will say, one of the things I like to do when I'm stamping with photopolymer in particular is make sure these little guys get put away because they stick to everything, and then you can't find a stamp, and yeah, you end up with, that's not really clean. You end up with stamps stuck to things that you didn't intend them to be stuck to. So once again, if you are coming on a little bit later, let me remind you that this is a virtual card class. So you will be able to place orders with this Coast code through Monday, and you will get these card kits for free in the mail. And I'm showing you how to do them now. And you'll also, I have PDF tutorials for them. And I think that you will have lots of fun with them. You can use these with any images that you already have. Any kind of floral image would work with this. Of course, I'm showcasing the brand new Sale-a-Bration ones because these are free. And a lot of you are earning these, and I want you to be able to know what to do with them since you're earning them. Okay, let's grab a little bit of this. This might be my favorite ribbon in the entire, like both catalogs. I love, love, love this ribbon. You can color it, which we're not going to do tonight, but it's just such, I think you can dress it up or down. I just adore this gingham ribbon. And I think it's like the perfect little accent. Again, I do like to attach my ribbon with seal. You don't want to use something wet. You don't want to use wet glue with ribbon. It buckles it. So I like using seal with my ribbon. My other favorite for attaching ribbon is mini glue dots. Now, this is going to go right here. Now, this is the new Cane Weave embossing folder. It may be, again, here we go, maybe my favorite one, close to my favorite one. It's probably the most versatile one that we have. I mean, there's some others I really love, but as far as a basic, this is really, really nice. Okay, so this is going to go on dimensionals, and because I have them out, where'd they go? We're going to go once again with the black ones. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the most complex, although it's not complex, probably the most detailed card we're going to do tonight. But it is quick and easy. Look how pretty. I think it's just such a happy card. I love, love, love these colors. Now, where did my greeting go? I've already stamped my greeting. Candy, where'd you put it? Look, there we go. So that is going to go, and I'm going to actually angle it down here a little bit, or not angle it, but offset it. And this time I'm using white dimensionals, just because I have them all out here, you know. I will say I do like the dark ones, because when you have dark on dark, then you don't have that white showing when you open the card. Oh, Marcia, you are here. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad you like this card. I really, really like it. Sending happy thoughts. Now, a little something. We're going to brighten this up just a wee bit. Now, although there is a stamp for this little guy right here, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just using my marker. And I'm using Mango Melody just to give a little bit of lift there, a little bit of brightness. And that is going to come into play when I use my Milky Dots, because my original, I kind of had black, well, I didn't kind of have, I used the black matte dots, but I think honestly it might be too much black. And so, or maybe just, I think I like them both. I like them with the black, but I haven't tried the Milky Dots on this, but I think as I was putting together my box for tonight, I thought, oh, I think that might look really good. Now I'm just going to do my bow and attach it right there, because that's just the easy button. I don't want to have to, fiddle with it right on there. So let's grab one of these mini glue dots. I'm going to put it right there. It's grabbing my finger. Now it's stuck to my finger now. Lord have mercy. Okay, there we go. So Marcia, I know you are in North Texas. Are you guys having snow? Jolene is on here, and she is in Minnesota, where it's a whole lot colder than here. Okay, so this is actually a really nice card the way it is. Let me show you my original. Now, but instead of the black matte dots, I'm going to actually grab some of these Mango Melody Milky Dots. Oh yeah, see how that kind of brightens it? This is a little bit darker, a little bit smokier. This is going to be a little bit lighter. And I think I'm going to use some of these smaller ones here. These Milky Dots are awesome. Again, I'm using these in my monthly class. Every month I have a club that can be done as a club or a class. If you don't want to do the subscription, you can do it as a standalone class, but it's called Cards with a Twist. And this is the embellishment I'm using. No snow in Ohio, just cold. Okay, Pam. Good to know. So there is my beautifully happy card. Okay, so I've got a nice little stack building. Now we are going to another bright, happy, fun card. And this is, oh, I forgot to bring this ribbon over here. You know what? I'm going to go with a different ribbon just because I don't want to have to get up and go get it. So this is a fun fold, and using the, what do you call it? At the Farm Designer Series paper, which is also free with a $50 order. Now this is the one stamp set I'm going to use. That is not a Sale-a-Bration set. So I just wanted to kind of showcase something a little different here. But the paper is free, and I absolutely love this paper. I mean, this would be super cute too. It's hard to say which patterns I like the best. Okay, so Marcia, you're just getting over ice storms. Yeah, schools have been out all week. The schools here in San Antonio were out Monday and Tuesday. What's today? Yeah, they were back. They were actually, I think they were out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I know they were back in today, and it was largely because of the north part of the city and the ice on the bridges, going in and out of on the main highways. That's where it really tends to ice over for us. So Jolene, you have a minus 20 wind chill. I can't imagine. Well then, you know what? I think that, like I said, I've never lived any place that cold. I'm thinking these bright, happy, fun colors must kind of just keep you kind of happy and light and all that good stuff. Now, again, I do have PDF tutorials for these as well. So this is going to pop right in there. Isn't that swift, sweet, cute? And again, you could, if you wanted to, you could go with the chicken wire. But I think these little geese are so cute. I will say I got it, you know, we did live in England for 9 years, and we had plenty of cold. But not like the heavy, heavy snow that you get in Minnesota. That's a different kind of, because England is on an island, parts of England get heavy snow, especially up in Scotland. And my kiddos live far north, and it was blustery. I mean, it was 50-mile-an-hour winds when I was there, raining, and, you know, like 32, 34 degrees with a wind chill of, yeah, it was crazy. So the whole first week I was there, we didn't even go out the door. We took the kids out one day, and it wasn't supposed to rain. And of course, it started to rain while we were out. And we were intent on, we took them to buy a little toy. They had a brand new baby brother, and pick out a toy. And then we went to the little cafe, got some got them a scone. And then, our intention was to go to the park. And we actually did go to the park. The kids wouldn't even, they couldn't, everything, all the playground equipment was so sodden. You couldn't even sit anywhere without just getting soaking wet. So that was a bit of a wash, no pun intended, with all that rain. But before I left, a couple of days before I left, it started snowing, and then they were out making snow angels, so that made up for it. Okay, I wanted to use this little stamp set. This was actually in the holiday catalog, and it carried over, and I think it's a real winner. So yeah, you do have a couple of Christmas greetings. Endlessly grateful. I mean, I don't think that's Thanksgiving. That's any time of the year. I love the size of this happy birthday. You're the best ever. Love you, miss you is the one I'm thinking. This is big, cute card for somebody who doesn't live nearby, particularly kids, grandkids. And what I want to do with this is I wanted to show you how easy it is to cut out with our new Baby Boss. That is the baby blue, actually called boho blue. Is that the right one? Is that the one I want? Yep, that's it. Somebody put washi tape all over this in my class and didn't take it off. That's okay. It's part of what happens when you're in a live class. People have to just kind of make it work for them. I didn't think we needed washi tape on this. So let me show you. This little Baby Boss is so adorable. It's like the size of a little, I don't know, like a little mini lunchbox. And the one in the catalog, we have this in our annual catalog. I believe it's like is it $65? Is that right? You can get it for free with your starter kit purchase right now. And you can get it either in the white or this blue. This is a new in color, and it's called boho blue, I believe. And I think it's just gorgeous. So I had to have it. And we were able, as demonstrators, we were able to pre-order this during December. So our starter kit promotion went live in January. So for those of us who wanted to be able to showcase it, we ordered it. And I just think it's so cute. So, and you know, there are you can do a lot of die cutting. And even some of the embossing folders with this little mini. And what I love about it is to me, it just cuts like butter. It's so easy. It's a little bit easier because it's smaller. You know, if you have like weakness in your hands or something, it's a little bit easier to use, I think, than the big one. So that has given me this cute little tag. And the reason I wanted to, this is cling rubber stamp, so I didn't want to try to get it on there when you can't see through the stamp. I need to put that away. Here we go. That's going to go in there. So what I'm going to do, because I was too lazy to get up and get the other ribbon, I used this this is the Balmy Blue and White ribbon. Again, this was in our holiday catalog, and it carried over, so you can still get this. I love, love, love this ribbon. However, I just didn't want to get up, so here we go. We are going to do this, and we are going to do this, and it's going to just work. And I think I'm going to do a bow again just because I love this ribbon so much. Again, you can get these card kits for free with a $35 order. There's my host code, and that is through Monday of next week. And if you top your order up to $50, you'll earn a free Sale-a-Bration item. And that's what I'm sharing with you tonight, is all these great free items you can get with a $50 order. So then if you get a free Sale-a-Bration item, I'm also going to give you a free embellishment. And I haven't even decided which one I'm going to give you yet. So that's just kind of the way I roll. Okay, so let's Love You, Miss You. I'm thinking this is going to go to one of my grandkids in Virginia. So I've got grandkids in England and grandkids in Virginia. And the ones in England are really young, so they're 4, 2, and newborn. The ones in Virginia are 12, 11, and 9. So a lot bigger, and more, you know, cards and stuff mean more to them than the little guys in England at this point. I gotta sneeze, hold on just a minute. I think I gotta sneeze. So, what do you think? I kind of like that black, you know? That's what I went with in card class, but I kind of like that one. So I'm glad you're liking these, Marcia. And again, this is just a super simple little fun fold, and I love it. So you can get this card kit absolutely free, along with all these others, with a $35 order. I also have PDF tutorials for you. Now I have one more card for you. Where did it go? Here we go. And I wanted to show you something with this. This is a super simple card, but I did want to demonstrate something for you, and I'm going to get it kind of ready, and then we're going to... So this paper is free with a $50 order, and the stamp set as well. This is that stamp set that I used on the carrying card, and it is called Sending Support, and it has excellent greetings. I think this greeting right here is my favorite in there. Sending loving thoughts and prayers, that covers a lot of ground. And if you're a person of faith, you're thinking about and praying about, you know, you're carrying burdens for your loved ones, and even like people you don't know, and they pop up on a prayer request. You know, we're shouldering burdens and carrying people to the Lord in faith, sometimes that we don't even know. And I'm so grateful that we're able to do that. So this little greeting right here, I think is, you know, somebody going through a rough time, somebody who's ill, somebody who's going in for some test results. There's just, you know, so many things where we need to be sending people prayer. Uh-oh, I think I just took off the wrong one. Where did it go? Yeah, I took off the wrong one. That is the one I need. Okay, here we go. Sending loving thoughts and prayers. Let's get it on straight so that hopefully I will stamp it straight. And I hope you guys will think about which of these 4 cards is your favorite tonight. I will bring them all back around. Let me see if I can get this on here. Haha. Oh, I kind of smeared that over on the sending. Let's see if I can do it over here. That's better. Came out a little bit light, probably because I need a bigger block. Okay, Candy's going to take a minute and just fix this. Yeah, I'm not going to be very happy with that. Okay, let's get another piece of paper and let's fix this. And I need to get my paper trimmer out anyway because I need to show you how to cut this paper. So let's just bring this out. I think this paper, this is the Dainty Flowers paper, I think that's what it's called, is absolutely exquisite. I mean, it's, when somebody's already done a painting like that, it's like, let the paper just do its job of shining, of being just gorgeous. What I need to do is stand up because I'm sitting down, and I don't know about y'all, but I don't stamp well when I'm sitting down. I think what I actually need is a bigger block for this. Nope, it came out perfect. Okay, so that is done, and I have a lid. Here we go. I don't like to leave. Open stamp pads are not a safe thing. Now, I have a chamois somewhere. Where did I put my chamois? Ay, ay, ay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to pop these over here for now because I want to flag the end of this. Now, you can just flag it with your scissors. If you were lucky enough to have this fabulous tailored tag punch, which they retired a while back, then there's other people on here, and these aren't showing up. Oh my goodness! Wow. When I look at my phone, I see other people on here, and they're not showing up on my computer. So welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's flag this end like so. I will never ever let go of this punch because it's like makes the best flags ever. Okay, now what I wanted to show you is all I'm going to do. Let me put the card together, and then I'm going to show you how to create this panel with the paper. And look at how pretty the back side is. But I mean, really, you know, as pretty as it is, the other side is just too gorgeous to not use. And I am putting this on Rich Raspberry, which is one of my favorite colors in the Regals collection. And I'm just going to pop this on here. This is Mango Melody, which I think looks so good with the Rich Raspberry. And I'm going to grab a couple of mini dimensionals because this is a skinny 1/2 inch little strip. And somewhere here, let's see, there it is, my little pokey tool that's made, isn't that lovely, with the crosses on it from my friend Pat Works. She does these beautiful pick tools. She actually made some as pillow gifts for my last retreat that were just beautiful. Everybody was so excited. Okay, so this is going to go right here. I mean, this is like super, super simple. And then all I'm going to do is add a couple of these little brass butterflies. And so everything here is super flat, easy to mail, and so quick. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's get it going here. There it is. These are so quick. I mean, you can make a whole stack of these because you can get 6 of these out of 1 sheet of the Designer Series paper. So since you can, it's like, why not just go ahead and do them while you have your things out? I actually made a whole bunch with the other piece of this paper, the one that has the ovals, and just did them all, made them into thank you cards and birthday cards, made a whole stack in just minutes. Okay, so let me show you what I mean about cutting this paper. So there you go, super quick and easy. I don't think it needs any ribbon or anything, so I kept it super, super simple. Let me show you how to cut the paper, and then I'm going to ask you which of the cards I did tonight is your favorite. So let me get these plates out of the way. So I have cut this already one time, as you can see. So I have cut it, but I didn't cut it in half because I want this layer right here to be 5 1/4 by 4, because that is where I'm going to put it on my card. Now, when I go to 5 1/4, it is perfect right there. And I'm going to have this big piece of white that I'm cutting off. And then I'm just going to run this through and make 4, or sorry, not 4. At 4 inches, I'm going to create 3 panels. So that's at 4 inches there. And then I've got 4 inches again. And then I have 3 panels ready to go on some cards. Now, these are card fronts, perfect. You could even use these as little panels for some scrapbooking, but I'm going to go for a card front on these. Now, do I have taken them down to the office already. Yeah, I did. I was going to show you. I'll have to show you. Oh, here they are. Yay, yay. So there is another design of this paper that has these ovals. And I did the same exact thing. And this is what I did, was I just made a whole stack of birthday cards with them. Again, they just don't need anything else. And what I did was this, I did the same exact kind of cut here. This white that I took out, this is what I used to stamp the greeting. This is that exact same paper, because that way it matches. This is kind of, it looks like a white canvas. So I did not want white. I needed a color here, but because I had a layer underneath here, I could do the white. So I just wanted to kind of show you how to cut that paper. It's super easy. If you start with the bottom here, and then that's where you're going to cut to 5 1/4. So let me bring these cards out for you real quick and ask you on my showcase for tonight. You can see my theme with that black and white checked ribbon that I love so much. Whew, I made a bit of a mess here. Let's see, here is card number, well, this was actually card number 1, and this was card number 2. This was card number 3, and where is, ay, candy. Where is my card number 4 with the pretty paper? All I can find is these, Lord have mercy. Candy, what am I going to do? Ah, here it is. Always underneath something. Okay, so there's my 4th card. So let me know what you think, what you think is your favorite. And you are welcome for tips and tricks on how to use the papers and all these things. I'm going to go back and look at comments when I'm working in the kitchen, because a bunch of things came up here that weren't showing up on my computer. So again, let me know what you think is your favorite. They're all, I will say, they're all really different cards, and these two really showcasing the paper, these two really showcasing stamps. And so Lori, you like card number 2, and that was the blue flowers. I will say, I always ask people at my live card class what their favorite card was. This was definitely a favorite. I think maybe because the blue is so kind of unexpected, and anytime I share anything with Pacific Point, people just love it. Makes great masculine cards too. So, oh, Marcia, you're cute. You love 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, this is my host code, and I will be sharing this throughout the weekend, because through Monday, if you place a $35 order, you'll get all 4 of these card kits and the PDF tutorials for free. If you top up your order to $50, you can earn one of these things for free. The paper, this stamp set, or this stamp set here. Now this one is a $100. You can top your order up to $100 if you want, but I will send you a free embellishment, and I don't know which one yet. It might be the Milky Dots, which I used on 2 of the cards, and I absolutely love. That is it for tonight. I'm going to download this to YouTube probably while I'm cooking dinner, and I thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate your support, and thank you so much for being here with me tonight. And, oh, Jolene, you like the texture from the cane weave. It is, you know, I'm a Southern girl, and we have cane weave chairs. So, you know, that's such a classic. I love it. Okay, I will be putting these on my blog as well. I have been sharing them here on my Facebook page and letting people see them up close and personal. Thanks again. Take care, and God bless.